Hallo Leute, und keine Ahnung, ob die Tonqualität jetzt leicht anders klingt, denn ich habe speziell hierfür jetzt einen Platz auf meinem Tisch einfach eingerichtet, damit ich gerade sitzen kann und eventuell dadurch besser lesen kann. Weil ich glaube, dass es daran liegt, dass ich einige Male Fehler mache oder so, keine Ahnung. Und deshalb, glaube ich, haben wir hier aufgehört. I considered reminding Exilia to plug my work on social media, but I had already troubled her enough, so I got up in silence and returned to my seat beside that sleeping couple. After getting a taste of first class, the chairs back here felt so cramped. If I forced some of those rich snobs to sit here, the shock might cause them to have seizures. I stared out my window at the darkened sky. The sun must have gone to sleep during my time with Exilia. I sighed, feeling disappointed that I had missed the sunset, but at least I still had the sunrise to catch tomorrow morning. Without those blinking lights on the wing, I might have thought someone had painted the window black. Riding a plane did have its boring parts after all. I might as well try and sleep, but I wanted to savor every second I had on this plane. Unlike the couple next to me, I had no idea when I would get another chance to travel. Besides, I doubted I could sleep much in this small space anyway. Oh well, let me shut my eyes and try to sneak in a nap. I thought I had only taken a quick snooze, but when I opened my eyes, the glaring sunlight made me squint. Turned out I was one of the select few who could sleep on a plane. If I had known, I would have set my phone alarm so I could see the sunrise. Yay, ein Video. Was machen wir jetzt? Quick Save. Oben links steht okay, Ausrufezeichen. Gut, muss ich mir merken. Einfach in der Aufnahme dann später wieder nachverfolgen. Halt, habe ich das jetzt schon? Ne, das habe ich noch nicht. Drifting through the clouds fascinated me at first, but by now they amused me no more than the night sky. At least riding a bus meant having traffic to look at. Ja, stimmt. Busfahren ist bestimmt spannender. But then I glanced down and spotted the landscape situated miles below, so we must be nearing our destination. We first passed a maze of treetops, and as we advanced, more and more buildings started to emerge. The traffic below also picked up in a number. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. A flight attendant's voice sounded through the speakers. She spoke in a normal tone as if recording an audiobook. We are now arriving in Melbourne Airport, the lady continued. Please return to your seats and fasten your belts as we prepare for landing. The couple beside me already had their seatbelts on. Geez, they could have nudged me away. If I had stayed asleep, I doubted they would have bothered strapping me in. I quickly clipped on my seatbelt, worried our plane might land in the next second. The lady next to me yawned, showing no interest in watching this plane land. Her loss, I thought as I gazed out of the window. Naja, das aufgehört da nicht hin. Ich habe mir mal einige Videos hiervon angeschaut gehabt. Und ja, manchmal denke ich mir da einfach so Wörter hinzu oder lasse welche weg. Das passiert schon mal. I could hardly make out the buses below, let alone the people. Perhaps that was how Exilia saw the rest of us no-name calligraphers. The plane swayed back and forth as it descended towards the airport ahead. Any time now, I thought, but 5 minutes passed and we still had yet to land. Halt. Was habe ich zuerst gemacht? Habe ich zuerst das Mikro hier reingesteckt oder habe ich zuerst... Oh Mann, das wäre ganz schön doof. Ich muss bevor ich Fraps starte, das Standmikro reinstecken. In welcher Reihenfolge habe ich das gemacht? Okay, vielleicht rede ich gerade alles umsonst. Vielleicht aber auch nicht. Wir schauen erstmal zu Ende. Ich kann es ja einfach alles nochmal lesen, ist ja kein Ding. My ears started to throb as if somebody was gushing water into them. I had read only online that chewing gum while landing could help with this type of discomfort. Yes, I always did my research before embarking on an adventure. Too bad I had left my chewing gum back in the apartment, making it all kind of pointless. Cabin crew, prepare for landing, came the announcement. Was aber auch eine gute Sache ist, weil im Auto hat man das auch manchmal. Einfach gähnen oder oder schlucken. Irgendwas, keine Ahnung, eine Flasche Wasser trinken oder so. Weil irgendwas mit den Ohren machen halt. But either the speaker sounded muffled or my right ear needed to get checked. At least it still worked better than my left ear, which could no longer pick up a single sound. I hope both ears would be fine again once I landed. At last the plane descended in Melbourne terminal. I waited for the wheels, which I assumed were lowered at this point, to make contact with the runway. As those wheels met the pavement underneath, I swallowed my gasp and managed to save myself the embarrassment of freaking out. The plane did weigh, gosh, I had no idea how much, so I should have expected the landing would be pretty rough. Yay, und ich glaube, ich kann schon nur noch einmal quick saven. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Melbourne Airport. I beamed upon hearing that announcement. Well, only my right ear heard a muffled version of it, but all good. Oh Mann. Eigentlich müsste ich jetzt im Rewe-Saal mir eine 20€ Steam-Card holen, aber nein, ich durfte nicht mit. Weil ich noch eine Minute gebraucht habe, mir ein anderes Oberteil anzuziehen, Entschuldigung. The staff spoke on through the speakers. The local time is 10:20 AM. For your safety, please wait for the seatbelt sign to turn off before making your exit. That couple besides me had already unclipped their belts. The second our plane stopped, they rose to retrieve their luggages from the cabinet overhead. Perhaps they might be getting mine as well? The couple clicked their cabinet closed with my backpack left inside. They used their suitcases like bowling balls and knocked people aside as they headed for the exit. Never should have expected anything from people like that. I wished I could have spent this whole flight with Exilia instead. When I untied the seatbelt and stood to grab my backpack, a staff ran over to help. That kid nearby jiggled at me again. If karma existed, he should grow up to become a shorty. I murmured thank you as the staff handed me my backpack. As I strapped on my bag, the other passengers lined up across the aisle. Keine Ahnung, seltsames Wort. Was könnte das heißen? To exit this plane. Not one of them offered me space to squeeze in, and in the end I waited for every last person to pass before stepping out. A pair of flight attendants stood by the door. As I passed them, they bowed and wished me a nice day. The ear popping and landing might be rough, but riding a plane still made me feel like royalty. I offered the staff a wave, as if I were the queen on the parade. Es ist erst 17 Uhr, was ist los mit mir? Rather than checking the signs, I trailed the other passengers since they too must be leaving the airport. Exilia would have stood out with her robe and sparkles, but she was nowhere in sight. The staff must have let her exit first, being a frequent flyer and all. Still, knowing Exilia never waited for me made my shoulders slump a little. With so many business meetings to attend, she might have forgotten about our dinner already. Oh, that reminded me, I took out my phone and hit send to deliver that email over to Exilia. Since I only had a backpack on, the security guard let me through much faster than those with suitcases. Sucked to be one of those rich peoples with a million things to carry. With that, I stepped outside the airport and greeted the sight of Melbourne for the first time. Und noch ein Video, yay. Was passiert, wenn ich jetzt nochmal auf Quick Save gehe? Dann steht wieder okay. Und wenn ich Quick Load mache? Load Saved Game? No. Aber wenn ich jetzt auf Load gehe, dann steht da Quick Load. Was ist denn da? Sind das die letzten 3? Ja. Okay, noch haben wir alle Videos. Aber mehr als die 3 gibt's auch nicht. Oh. Wie lange nehmen wir denn schon auf? Ich wollte definitiv unter... Ah ja, okay, wir sind jetzt bei 11 Minuten. Das heißt, wir machen nur noch ein bisschen, bei einer Viertelstunde, dann ist das Video wirklich viel kürzer und habe ich viel weniger dran hochzuladen. Eigentlich müssten heute 2 kommen, es tut mir wirklich leid, es ist jetzt bereits 17:09 Uhr. Wahrscheinlich nicht mehr. Wahrscheinlich nicht mehr. Sorry. Was it weird to grin just because the taxis here were yellow instead of red? For those well-traveled, probably. As for me, I wanted to snap photos of every single thing that looked different. The road before me consisted of almost nothing but taxis. I guessed in just about any country taxis loitered in airports like mosquitoes buzzing around a bed. The pigeon count here sure was high. Some perched on those trees planted along the road while others scavenged the footpath for scraps. A limousine drove into the scene, its white bonnet glistening under the morning sunlight. As a crowd gathered around the vehicle, I joined in to see what was up as well. After flashing its indicators, the limo streeted into the taxi lane, taking up 2 car spaces with its long frame. The taxi behind it gave one long honk, followed by a series of short beeps. Uh-oh. The limousine and the taxi drivers climbed out of their vehicles and stumped up to one another. I gulped as if I was the one getting into a fight. The limo driver dug a hand into his suit pocket and pulled out a stack of $100 notes. With a flick of the wrist he slapped these notes right across the cab driver's face. Alter, was für ein asozialer Spast. Ja, wie in der einen Timmy Turner Folge mit den Geisterjägern. Man wirft seinem Problem Geld hinterher. Wenn, angenommen, mein Problem wäre, kann ich das hier jetzt sagen? Es ist nichts irgendwie Seltsames, aber hier schauen Menschen zu, die das belustigend finden könnten. Scheiß drauf. Egal, ich glaube, dass es mein Problem nur noch größer machen würde, ihm Geld hinterher zu werfen, sagen wir es so. Seltsame Darstellung hier. Okay. As if a man's pride could be sold this easily. Come on, taxi man, time to fight back and make us common folk proud. Thank you, my good sir. Have a pleasant day, the taxi driver said. With a bow he took the money and crawled back into his car. Rich scums 1, everybody else 0. Ach man. Light rays peered through the automatic doors next to me. Shielding my brows with one hand, I spun and saw Exilia walking out with a guard on each side. She exited the plane first, so I thought she was long gone. Maybe she went to the loo or something. Ist hier, glaube ich, eine Bezeichnung für Toilette, oder? Ja. I guess celebrities needed to relieve themselves too. Exilia Sparkles explained why the place had suddenly turned so bright. Her shoes crossed each other as she pranced along like a model. Sieh mal mit ihren Glitzerpartikeln. The two guards shoved each other as they thought over the right to open the limousine door for Exilia. They had the same face, so I thought they would respect one another. But nope. While they wrestled, a third guard popped out from the limo's rear door. With a smile, he clicked the front passenger door open. Exilia blew him a kiss as she entered, causing him to pass out. Jetzt übertreibt mal nicht so. The limousine driver came out to close the door for Exilia before returning into his car. I guess shutting a door was too bothersome for our goodies here. Exilia pulled up her tinted window and the limousine drove off, leaving one guard out cold and two others stranded in the parking lot still elbowing one another. Verdammt. I recalled having a dream one time about riding in a limousine. In reality, I would need a Kickstarter just to buy a new bicycle, with perhaps a spare wheel as the stretch goal. Not to worry though. As I said, I had already purchased a ticket for an express bus that would take me straight into the city. Speaking of which, I spotted an express bus pulling up the curb to my right. Only a dozen or so people were waiting in line, so there should be enough space for me to get on. At the front of the queue stood a staff in an orange vest. The scanner in his right hand must be used for checking tickets. I unzipped my backpack and pulled out a piece of paper with my ticket barcode on it. The page might be crumpled up, but that should be no trouble for the scanner. As I walked up to the staff, I smirked at the unprepared folks rushing to buy tickets from a booth to the side. Have fun missing this bus, suckers. The staff hovered his scanner over my ticket. Several beeps came out of the scanner, no doubt to indicate I was good to go. This ticket has expired, the staff said. Ah, Mann. Why would you do that? Was? Sagt sie das zu dem Ticket? The staff pointed at the date printed on my ticket. You bought this 4 months ago, but our tickets are valid valid for up to 3 months. Ah, Mann! He shook his head. I'm sorry, but you will have to buy... Fucking Handy, was da drüben liegt und mir nicht mal gehört. I'm sorry, but you will have to buy a new pass from that booth over there. With my head hanging low, I shuffled over to join those people I had called suckers just seconds before. Yeah, one more sucker coming right up. Okay, was sagt die Uhr jetzt? Die Uhr sagt jetzt, dass wir 3, 5, was? Ja? Oh ja, stimmt. 18 bzw. 19 Minuten jetzt. Gut, dann sind wir bei der Zeit gut dabei. Na gut, ich könnte dafür, weil es ja heute nur eine Folge ist, könnte ich 20 draus machen. Ja, okay, wir machen noch ein klein bisschen weiter. After buying a new ticket, which by the way meant no more breakfast money, I ran for the bus only to have its doors closed in my face. Ach Mann, I doubt that Exilia ever had to suffer a similar ordeal. Oh, and Mr. Ticket Guy, I saw you laughing, so no need to hide it. Das ist gemein. Nein! Noch ein Video! Und wir haben keinen Quick-Save-Stand mehr. Okay, dann hören wir hier auf. Good thing these buses showed up every 10 minutes or so. I hoped onto the next one and off I went toward Melbourne Central Business District, the CBD as people called it. Ja. Achso, ja genau. Und deshalb halt geht sie mit dem Bus zu Melbourne Central Business District oder geht sie da vorher hin und wartet da auf einen der Busse. Egal, ihr könnt es ja an dem Video ansehen und damit wären wir erstmal durch. Danke fürs Zusehen und ach man, ich habe gestern den PC schon um 21 Uhr ausgemacht, weil ich nichts mehr wusste, was ich noch tun könnte. Das ist schlimm. Aber der Steam Winter Sale ist jetzt so Dingensens. Das heißt, kauft euch schön eure Karten und holt euch reduzierte Spiele. So wie ich es dann auch tun werde, und dann habe ich vielleicht wieder was Neues zu tun. Es kommt ein neuer Teil von Spaceman Sparkles raus. Spaceman Sparkles 3D. Ist noch ein bisschen seltsam, weil man angeblich ein Hut ist in einem Raumschiff und die Sonne gestohlen wurde und man die jetzt wiederholen soll. Es soll ein klein wenig leichter werden, hat Onkel Festchen mir schon geantwortet, weil ich gefragt hatte. Und ich verstehe das Spiel noch nicht ganz. Es sieht seltsam aus. Es gibt einen Trailer dazu. Und die Demo hätte er gerne Anfang des kommenden Jahres rausgehauen. Ich schaue mir das dann einfach mal an. Und es gibt jetzt eine Weihnachtsversion, also einen zweiten Teil von Heartful Boyfriend. Was irgendwie lustig ist. Keine Ahnung. Aber viele haben drunter geschrieben als Review, dass man den ersten Teil gespielt haben muss. Und ich glaube, den ersten Teil müsste ich mir auch nochmal irgendwann mehrere Endings anschauen, um da so ein bisschen mehr Denken für zu haben. Aber naja, okay. Danke fürs Zusehen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao. Halt, immer wenn die Fraps-Zahl da oben klein steht, habe ich immer Angst, dass irgendwas passiert. Wir gehen jetzt mal auf Save und dann auf Slot 4 und hier, boom, Title. Return to Main Title und damit ciao.